What up, YouTube? It's your boy Iceman Guru, aka Dr. J, aka Mr. 7 Days a Week, aka Mr. Accountability, back at you with another installment on the High Frequency Only channel, man. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you share the video. Make sure you hit the bell so you know when new videos drop. Okay? Now, subject for today's video. There's two different type of women that's for the streets. All right, let's repeat that, shall we? Subject for today's video. There's two different type of women that are for the streets. Okay, everybody is familiar with the term "she for the streets." Okay, popularized by Future, of course. But we got to make a distinction though, and I think a lot of people only see it from one point of view. But I'm here to break down another point of view. Okay. So this is based on my experiences, observations, okay, and of course, being around women probably on a daily basis, if not almost a daily basis, being in a field dominated by women. I've always been in a field dominated by women, so I'm around women a lot, okay. So there's two different type of women, okay? So we're going to start with the obvious women that's for the streets, okay? The women that's very promiscuous, okay? The women that are very masculine when it comes to their sexuality, right? I often say that women love sex just as much as men, if not more than men, okay? So a lot of time women will have, and I did a video on the difference between or the reason why women struggle with their sexuality, right? Women will play all these games and put up all these fronts and defense mechanisms because they do love sex and they want to have sex with you, but they don't want to feel like they are promiscuous or that they give it in too easy or whatever the reason is, right? They want to use their sex as leverage because that's the only thing they can use is leverage. Okay, so these women that's for the streets, okay, they're using their sex for different reasons. Some are using their sex for money, OnlyFans, prostitution, what have you, right? So they're promiscuous for a reason to get money, okay? Other women are promiscuous because they just love having sex, right? Like it ain't no money involved. Now they might get nice things and monetary from it, but they just love having sex. Okay, so we got those type of women that are for the streets. Okay, and fellas, for those of you that think you can change their woman and wife her and settle down, it's possible, but it's not probable. Okay, and as men, we don't go off of possibility, we go off of probability. We are numbers based, fast data and statistics. Okay, so these type of women that's for the streets. Those men who really want to settle these women down, you have to understand that it is a part of them, okay? Particularly the women who actually make a living, right? And so they're definitely going to always do it until they can't anymore because, of course, biology, eventually their looks going to fade, right? So we have those type of women who are for the streets. Now, what most people don't understand is there's a whole nother group of women that are for the streets that most people might not think are for the streets. Okay, these type of women I'm talking about are your educated, your women who are liberated, your women who want freedom, right? So I know what you're thinking, right? Let me explain. The reason why I say these type of women are for the streets is because particularly your educated women, right? Because they have a certain level of education, they feel like they need a man that's on their level. And a lot of women feel like they need a man on their level or above, okay? But these type of women will put off or hold off the hopes that they're not going to get a man until they get a certain profile of a man, okay? So these women are literally for the streets because they're serial daters. So they'll date and if they're not getting what they want, they might even hold off of dating for 6 months or a while, right? Now, just because they hold off dating doesn't mean they're not having sex. Do I have to say that again? Just because women are holding off dating or not in relationships does not mean they're not having sex. Because most women and most people have somebody on the side, whether it's an ex or a quote unquote somebody they want to call a friend or what have you, that they can call up. Most people have that person in their life. Let's just be honest. Okay? So the educated woman or the woman just, I got these high standards, the woman that are so busy with kids and a job that, they just looking for that right man to come and be in their program. Those women are for the streets. Okay? Because those women are going to keep dating, or those women are going to keep being in situationships, right? They're going to keep collecting bodies, sexual partners, for those that may not know what bodies mean, okay? And they're not going to get anything real and tangible because of standards or because of lifestyle. Standards and lifestyles keep women single. But it doesn't mean they're not having sex. I saw it was either Instagram or Twitter post. And I can't remember the guy's name. I apologize. I like to give people credit when it's due. Okay? That said, for all these women saying that they hate men or dislike men or men ain't nothing or men are dogs, it shows there's a lot of pregnant women out here. Right? So, just because most people now are single or a lot of people aren't getting married doesn't mean people aren't having sex, which is part of the issue, right? So regardless of whether or not these women that's for the streets are having sex for reason of monetary gain or what have you, these women over here may not be promiscuous in the sense that they just sleeping with everybody, but they are sleeping with multiple people because they're dating consistently. And if they're not dating consistently, they still have one person, which is the reason why they keep that one person on the side, because they don't want to run up their body count. Does it make sense? But these women are still for the streets, though. Because they're not settled down in a committed relationship. So eventually they're going to get tired of that dude just coming over to have sex with them. Right, ladies? Eventually the situationships have an end date. And they're going to move on to somebody else and realize they're going to be in the same situation because of their standards or because of their lifestyle. If you're a woman with a career with 2 or 3 kids and you're single, you don't have that much time. So you need that right man to come in and be like, you know what? I'll take whatever time you can give me, and I'm going to help raise your kids and be stepdaddy. But what I'm telling you, lady, is it's possible, but it's not probable. So really, we have a lot of ladies that's for the streets, but we're just not talking about it. But I will. Okay? So the solution is the ladies that have these standards, you might want to get a fair assessment to where you rank in the sexual marketplace and bring it down a little bit. And for the women that have lifestyle issues, well, you might want to see what adjustments you can make to your lifestyle. Whether that's having the dad keep the kids more, or if the dad is not a pitcher, maybe grandma or other family member can help you. If you're really intentional and serious about dating and getting in a relationship and marriage, it's certain adjustments and sacrifices that you're going to have to make, whether it's lifestyle or standards. And these other women from the streets, they don't continue to have that situation going on until they realize that, okay, I need to make some changes. because I'm not going to be beautiful my whole life. Or me being sexually active with so many people is not good for me. So behavior change is going to have to happen, a mindset change. But I do want you to understand, ladies and fellas, that this is what makes dating so difficult. The intentions, the motivation of women. Y'all already know men's motivation. We trying to have sex as soon as possible, right? But that doesn't mean that we can't see a woman that we think is wifey material. That doesn't mean we don't see a woman that we could be in a relationship with. It just means we trying to get it in. That's all that means. And some women get that confused. But there are so many different nuances to women's intentions and motivations that, fellas, you got to be prepared for and you got to be aware of. All right? Hey, we're going to end the video on that, boy. Hey, the Relationship Guide to Business and Science of Reason is dropping in less than 2 weeks. And you can get your copy with an ebook or physical copy at jacobisom.com. That's ISOM. Okay? Hey, please support your boy, man. Hey, it is 352 pages of fire. Okay? Actually, I really wasn't planning on it to be that long, but this book is years in the making. Okay? So, hey, as always, I'm you, you are me. Love always. You know, do you. All right? We out. Deuces!